Good morning, guys. Today is Wreath Day. Mum's here. We've just been to the florist to pick up a few extra supplies. Got it all set out and ready. We've got the fire on. Down here, we're gonna get the festive tunes on. We're not 100% sure what we're gonna do. This is always me. We're gonna put the foliage on first and then decide what kind of colors and bits we want, but I'll turn you around and show you what we picked up. So this is the table. We picked up skinnier, which you guys will know I have in the front boxes. Some of this, what's this eucalyptus called? It's not called berried, is it? It's called seeded eucalyptus. And I like this one because it's got the burgundy branch to it. I've got a little bit more of it here actually. This is moss. We're gonna try putting a bit of moss on this year. I didn't do it last year. It, I think makes it a little bit more fiddly, but hopefully will mean that the foliage lasts a bit longer. I did cut a little bit off of my tree that I got the other day. And then we've got all of the dried oranges, green and orange and cinnamon. Mum actually picked some skimmia from her garden. These berries, I have no idea what they're called. I forgot to get any more of this, so this will have to go in a single one. Actually, that might go really nice on your star.
No, you have it in your wreath. Yeah.
Wreath. I think that'll go nice on your star wreath. Mum's got a star one that she's just going to put a bit on. And then we've also got all of the spruce over here. Oh, and thistles in the back there. So, first up, we're going to be putting on the moss, and we need our wire. Do you have your wire? Oh, we have matching, pretty much. Great, and also hot chocolate. So first things first, we need to attach the wire, just wrap it around. You don't need to knot it, that should be secure enough. And then you want to keep it on the roll. Don't want to do like too much of this, really. Oh, Christmas music! I forgot the tunes. So the next task is to make bundles. So yesterday I actually prepared all of the spruce and I cut off all of the bundles. Actually, I'll insert that here now. Unfortunately, the kitchen is dark, and also Ollie passed on his cold very kindly. So I'm sorry if my voice is a little bit laboured, but you know why. So yeah, first up, this is where I'm starting, on the kitchen floor. So we got bundles. So this is a Noble Fir bundle from Plants Galore. We got ours in Exeter. They're a pretty good price, £6 pretty much each. And I'm just going through them at the moment and cutting off all of these little bits to make the bundle for the wreath. If you were here last year, I'm absolutely no expert in this. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I really enjoyed it. Last year was a little bit of a kerfuffle. I ended up cutting my finger on the scissors. I didn't have enough. So I ended up going to try and find a Christmas tree. I actually tried to find these bundles first, but I couldn't find them anywhere. They were all sold out. So I had to buy a Christmas tree and then hack the Christmas tree apart. I'll link that video below if you're interested to see what it was like on the first year. So I think I'm a little bit more prepared and organised this year, and I very slightly know what I'm talking about. So if you're local to the southwest, you may be able to get yourself to a Plants Galore. But within these bundles, the larger ones are actually the best. So if you can see on this bundle, this lovely piece here is what I want. Unfortunately, the tops of these are a little bit long, and so they're more difficult to put into a wreath or a garland or whatever you may want to do with it. I'm simply chopping off all of these. I've put them in these to start with, just so that I can get an idea on how much I have. So they're all prepared, and then we also cut up the skimmia, so it's about the right size, the eucalyptus there, and I've forgotten what this was called already, but we got some of this as well. And then Mum is just putting some water there on our moss to hopefully keep them nice and damp. We want to do that before we put much more on them. And as you can see here, this is a bundle which I've just started to put together. So this is the kind of size bundle that you want. Last year, if you've seen that video, which was a nightmare, what I did is I started making the wreath and I only got halfway around and then I ran out of the spruce. You have to watch that video to see what happened. But this year I'm wondering whether I make all the bundles just to make sure that I know that I've got enough and how it's gonna kind of go together. Kind of like just pre-doing it to a certain extent. Break. We've got to the point where we've put all of the foliage on, all of the skimmia.
It was enough.
It was enough. Now
you got that.
We're doing all the decor.
What you did last year.
Mum's looking at my last one. So this is what the wreath is looking like with all the foliage on it. So we've obviously got a lot of the burgundy elements going on too. It's difficult to get a really good gauge of the size, but this is a 16-inch, wasn't it, Mum, the wiring?
Yeah.
16-inch. Which was the wire one underneath. You can see there the moths and then how we wrapped it along. I do still have, it's just got caught there. The wire is still on it. So really you want to aim to make sure that the wire stays on the whole time. That's what keeps it really nice and secure. I'll just pop over and show you Mum's, which looks pretty similar because we've obviously used the same foliage. But now we're just starting to put in all of the little elements which you can pop in at the end. So with the dried bits, we've decided we probably won't go for the orange, but we've got the green, and I'm thinking actually some of the oranges could, apples could look quite nice in there. With the burgundy, and we've got the berries and these. And I think if you're a professional, you would wire all of these up and wire them in. Now, last year I super glued them. Something that I probably might do again this year. We're gonna see how it goes. These might be okay to wire. These are probably just poke in. And then we'll put a lovely big bow on it. Maybe, we're not sure about the bow. Mum tried to do a bow and we're not
successful.
Sure. Well, we're gonna give it a go and see. A lot of this process, I think, it's really difficult because sometimes you don't have the confidence to go ahead and do it when you don't know what you're doing. But I think nobody does at any point. This is the second wreath that I've made and I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing. And I don't have any idea how it's going to turn out at the end. But that's part of the fun.
I'm 28 years old.
28 years old.
You were one when it was purchased.
the star that we were talking about that Mum had. She's wrapped her lights around it and then just done something really simple with foliage there. Does it look nice?
Yeah, looking good.
Looking good. I'm not sure if I showed you my final wreath now. I just tried to pop it on the door as you'll have seen, but I couldn't get it on there because Ollie got rid of the pin, so I'm gonna have to put that back in tonight, put a little bow in, and now I think because there's so much foliage left, I'm gonna have a look at doing the stairs so that I can pack it all away a little bit. So this is our stairs, and actually our stairs is something we don't decorate too much anyway because it hasn't been, as you can see at the top, hasn't been decorated. And so just do a little bit of something here. We have these garlands which are faux, which I got last year. 2 of them. They're nothing special, but they are really soft, so they bend round the banisters really well, and they don't scratch the banisters because they are so soft. So I just attach those first with some zip ties, which I have here, and then maybe put some fresh foliage in. Sorry, the lighting just isn't great, but I've literally just zip tied them together. The great thing about these is they have little loopholes in them, so you can tie them together. You can see I've left that little bit on there, which I won't keep. And I think I'm just gonna swag it up the stairs. Obviously I need to do this from the other side though, because I'm not tall enough. So that's it looped twice with a little bit spare down the bottom so that I can bring it round here. But I've just been playing and I think only the eucalyptus really goes in here. It's quite a light garland. I don't think any of the spruce goes in it. So because I'm wanting to do something with all of the stuff that we have in here now, I'm thinking I'm gonna make a garland out of all of the leftover spruce, which I've just started to do here. This is really simple again. You just wrap it a little bit around the first one and then keep wrapping it around each bunch. I'll show you later. And I reckon I'm gonna pop that garland over this mirror here because I think it'll look lovely there. So that's what I'm gonna work on to use some of this because I want to get this dining room back to normal so that I can start decorating the table for you guys too. But I'm so pleased with this. Yeah, I'm hoping to make a garland semi-similar so that it's kind of like consistent as you walk through the door, and then obviously you see it there. This is very similar to the wreath, but you don't have a base for it. Super simple. You want to do exactly the same with the wire. So as you can see here, I've started wrapping the wire around. So on the first one, you just want to attach it to it by wrapping it around slightly. And then what you do is, say this is your first one, you then place this one on top of it, wrap that one round. I like to do it about twice, and then you just literally keep going with your next piece and next piece. Slightly changing my mind already. So I've done the first half there, but a lot of my pieces are quite big. They were too big to use in the wreath, but I want to make use of them. Don't want to just put them in the bin. So I'm actually going to do it in 2 halves so that this side goes this way and then they meet in the middle, and I'll do something in the middle. Because if I carry on these this way, I don't know if you can see there, it's just too big. It just like sits over the whole wreath, garland. Sorry. So I'm going to attempt to do it back this way and hope that I can make them meet in the middle and it will look even. Fingers crossed anyway. I mean, I'm not even sure if this will work, but this is how the garland's looking so far. So I'm imagining that's going to sit in the middle of the top of the mirror, and then hopefully it's just going to sit slightly either side. You can see here where I've done my 2 halves, This one still has a wire, but I left a lot of long wire on this one too, so that I can now secure them both together. And then I'll have to put something in the middle, obviously, to join up this bit here. Smells gorgeous, guys. Done. I think that only took about 5 minutes, although I have to say, I have no idea how I'm gonna get it up there. How I'm gonna secure it up there. I'm gonna have to get some nails in, I think, and some, I don't know, some wire to keep it up there. I'll figure that out later. I'm thinking, do I make another one or make some smaller ones so that I can put them over pictures or things like that? I just feel like I really don't want any of this to go to waste. I've used quite a bit of it now. Eucalyptus is easy. I can chuck that in anywhere. Like if you're worried about what foliage to get, eucalyptus, amazing. It looks good wherever you put it, and because it's so delicate, it just really fits in anywhere. But this stuff, not so much. What can I make out of these? I did see some Christmas trees. I don't know if I can insert a picture. I have no idea. I think you'd have to do that with a glue gun. I'd also need a pot to put it in. Would be cute though, so maybe I think about leaving it for something like that. But in the meantime, while I think about it, I will get on with the staircase one now, threading in all of the eucalyptus. How does it look? I think that'll look alright. I think it's big enough. How do I put that on there? And this is how the stairs are looking. I literally just pieced in the pieces. If I'm honest, it's not dog or kid friendly, but we're a pretty quiet household, so it's fine. I literally just tuck the pieces in. I don't even wire them in. This wreath or garland in particular, sorry I keep saying wreath, has little bits here. Can you see? I know loads of you loved this garland last year, and I think quite a few of you purchased it. And so I just put the eucalyptus in there and then kind of tuck that away. Look how dirty my hands are from all the foliage. But I think there's just a little bit of eucalyptus. It makes it look a little bit real, a little bit more whimsical. If I come back here, you can see how it looks there, and then I put candles down the stairs here. I try not to do anything too extra on our stairs because actually there's not a huge amount of space walking through, and you know us, we'll be carrying ladders up and down it and moving things, and it's just not practical. Maybe one day though, maybe one day I'll go as dramatic as our fireplace is on the stairs there, but it looks really pretty from this room as you look out. And now I'm gonna treat myself to one of these. Ollie's home from work, already eating Mum's gingerbread that she made us. So great. He's actually gonna hang this one on the door. Ollie's quite precious about me putting nails in the door. I don't really know why, so I'm gonna let him do it. Oh, no, you're not. Now you're chill. Okay. Usually he is. And then he's also gonna pop this garland on for me because I honestly have no idea how to do this. I think it's just gonna be 2 pins either side and some fishing wire. But I'm gonna leave with you with Ollie. Hopefully he doesn't just eat the whole time with you whilst I cook some dinner. And hopefully they'll get on and I can show you them in their full glory in the morning.
I think I need some help.
Dinner's ready now.
I've got this thing in my arms.
Can you put it down? It's like literally ready now.
Yeah. We will return. And we're back from, oh.
Yes, I have my dressing gown on over my clothes because I'm cold. Actually, it's not that cold here at all, is it? I feel the cold.
Right, up there as well.
Is that even? Maybe a bit more that way?
I think slightly more to the right. Okay, can we put it up or?
I don't know what you're doing. Can't hear you either. That's impossible, I can't. You just hold this and I'll do it.
Okay.
Who needs a man anyway? Why we're gonna do the wall first.
Oh.
Yes, Nora.
Right.
Pleased as punch with myself. Bets on how long this is gonna stay here?
3 days.
3 days? Nah, I have more hope than that. Maybe 2 weeks. Oh, it smells divine.
Right.
Ladies, believe in yourself with the DIY. No doubt, you'll be better than the man.
You were asking me to do a tiny bit of DIY and quite a lot of flower arranging. And I never claimed to be good at flower arranging.
That was not flowering.
This is cut plants that are arranged in an arch. It's flower arranging.
Let me show you. Something I definitely think I'm going to be doing each year, but I'll show you in the morning when you can actually see it in the light. Oh gosh, now what's he doing?
Flower arranging.
Oh, so now you can a flower arrange.
Oh, I'm not saying I can, but I can't even get it in. There we go. Ta-da.
Oh, you did that now, didn't you? Yeah, you're taking the full credit.
Yeah.
Exiting my house in a dressing gown and slippers.
You don't have to go out, you can do it from there.
I know, I need to see the full view. Higher. A little bit higher. I think that's pretty good, yeah. Of course, I said I'd show you around in the daylight today, and it is the greyest day ever, but I'll show you anyway. You can definitely see better than the dark last night. So this is what the wreath is looking like on the door. You can see the detail much better in the light. I always get asked about the Colorado. It's Pigeon by Farrow & Ball. I can't believe how dark it is today, but this is what the garland looks like above the mirror there. Really love it. And then also, a lovely garland. Having these twinkly lights in the hallway, I think is probably one of my favourite parts of Christmas decoration. It's a space that usually, I think especially for us because we've got nothing on the walls because we're constantly doing DIY, it always seems a bit bland, and this just makes it feel so much more cheery. In the home tour I'll show you, I'm going to have it fully done with candles. And one year I think I'll go a little bit more out here, but for now, this is perfect. And I'm going to sign it off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are also getting in the festive spirit, enjoying December, whatever you're getting up to, whether it's decorating, cozy films, spending time with family. I love this month. Actually, next week is going to be the dining room video. I'm finally going to get around to doing this table, which I'm super excited about this year. I've got some pretty cool things planned, so make sure you're subscribed for that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.